Hi, I'm Kim Fulcher. I'm a life coach, and this is Groove TV, the place to get your groove back. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about something really important, life purpose. Specifically, I'm going to give you 3 simple tools you can use to access your own. Before I do that, I want to dispel a couple of myths that are pretty prevalent around life purpose. The first is that your life purpose is your job, and that's just not true. While part of your purpose may encompass or incorporate your profession, your life purpose is much bigger than an occupation. Your life purpose is about how you live your life. It's about showing up to learn and contribute. The second myth about life purpose is that you have to surrender all your worldly possessions and go on a mountaintop in order to find it. And that is also, thankfully, not true. In fact, people who live with purpose tend to have a great deal of abundance in their lives, not just of things, but in terms of their own level of fulfillment and happiness. So with those myths aside, let's dive on in to the 3 steps you can take to begin living more purposefully today. The first, step number 1, is to begin to show up on purpose. Life is a contact sport. You have to engage. And what I see so often are people who are just kind of sleepwalking through their day, not really committed to or connected with why they're there or what they want for whatever it is that they're engaged in at the moment. I want so much more than that for you. And if you want purpose in your life, you're going to have to turn this habit around. And you can do that by asking yourself 2 simple questions before you enter a situation. Number 1, what is your intention? And an intention is simply your aim or what you hope for the situation. And question number 2, what is your outcome? What results are you looking for in the situation? When you engage in everyday encounters like driving your kids to school or going to your morning staff meeting with both intention and outcome in mind, you participate differently. You will behave purposefully, and therefore you will be well on your path to experiencing your life purpose. Step number 2, I want you to serve. I want you to start now, and I want you to start where you are. Serve. Life is about contribution. It's about the difference you can make in the lives of other people. It's about encountering a situation and leaving everything you touch just a little bit better than it was before you got there. It's a mindset. And what I'd like to introduce to you is the concept of a service mindset. Now, the only thing you have to do in order to really begin to incorporate a service mindset into your life is to focus on giving instead of getting. Now, there's no shame or guilt here, but the truth of the matter is that most of us are pretty geared to focus on what's in it for me in pretty much every situation we encounter throughout the day. So what I want you to do is to just pause when you start to go down the path of what's in it for me, and instead take a look at what it is that you can give, what it is that you can contribute, where it is that you can serve. When you start to play with your thinking this way, what you're going to find is that the situations you enter into with that give mindset are much more satisfying, much more fulfilling, and most of the time much more successful than the situations where you're coming from that gimme, gimme, gimme mindset. So that's serve. I want you to serve, add value, be useful. Here's the trick. There is no faraway time or place where it's appropriate to begin serving. You need to serve right where you are, right now. There is a purpose on your life. There's a reason you're surrounded by the people you're surrounded by. There's a reason you're in the job you're in. There's a reason you're experiencing the problems you're having right now. So rather than resist your actual life, open up your eyes, look around you, and start serving right where you are. And there's no better time than the present. Start doing it right now. Okay, last but not least, step number 3. I want you to get pissed. And then I want you to get really passionate about what pisses you off. There is a purpose on your life. There are things that only you can contribute in the world. There's a role for you to play on the team. And part of what's going to guide you to that role has to do with what breaks your heart, with what makes you sick to your stomach, with what preoccupies you to the point where you just can't even think. When you find that thing that pisses you off, the next thing I want you to do is start looking at how people are already solving it. How are people already getting involved? And then consider just exploring how you might also get involved. And the getting involved actually creates passion. Being part of a solution is not only in your purpose DNA, it is one of the most fulfilling and satisfying things you can do in your life. My purpose is your empowerment, and I found my way to that by getting pissed. It pisses me off to watch women give their power away. It infuriates me to watch women around the world being disempowered. And so I decided to be part of the solution. And part of my way of doing that is showing up every week here with a coaching session to help you overcome the obstacles in front of you and be the woman you were born to be so that you can do the work in the world you're supposed to do. But I don't just show up in my profession focused on empowerment. My friends and my family members will tell you interacting with me that I'm pretty focused on empowerment most of the time. Remember what I had talked about earlier in that your purpose is not necessarily limited to just your profession. It's about how you live your life. So take a look around this week. Notice what pisses you off and then get passionate about being part of the solution. That's it for the week. If you liked this video, like it below. If you're not already part of my community, please come over to kimfulcher.com, put your email in the box, and I will send you a free coaching video every week so that we can get working on that purpose of yours. If you know someone who can use some encouragement, share this video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this week. I am wishing purpose all over you. Remember until we meet again that life is happening for you and you got this.